All right, who's up for a bit of Finsbury Park? Ooh. Cool. Gotta make this quick. I've never seen anything like it. This is the new river, and this is Finsbury Park. I look down there and I've got a baseball pitch, and there baseball pitches, and here the kids' baseball pitch. It's like Little League on a Saturday morning in somewhere in Austin or somewhere, or Texas. It's kind of weird. I feel like I've been transported to another place. I've never really explored Finsbury Park properly. It's 110 acres, and we're going to see today just how much 110 acres is. So if you haven't guessed, today we're exploring Finsbury Park. Not just the park, it's a bit confusing. There's a park called Finsbury Park and there's an area called Finsbury Park. And that's where we're going to be checking out in a bit. We're going to explore this area first, the green space of the park, and then see what it's all about, and then carry on into the much more busy, built-up urban area of Finsbury Park itself. So if you're up for that, come along for the ride. Check out some baseball on the way. Whoops. Can I stop that? There you go. I think I just did a bit of fielding. All right, here goes. Well, the other week it was cricket, now it's baseball. You can get everything in this country. Oh, would you believe it? The perfect strike and I missed it. I don't think there's a way out here. I found myself another dead end again. We can do this. Here we go. There you go, the new river. Fresh water down at the central London. You can imagine in Victorian times, maybe that was a bit of a rarity, fresh water. So this is one way they did it. It was a very clever engineer built it. I don't know his name, can't tell you much more about it, but it goes all the way from, as I say, North London, Hertfordshire. It must have been one hell of an engineering feat. So we've got like an inner ring road here, it seems. And this is a part of the park that I've not really explored. I guess it doesn't get much use with cars. It's probably some sort of access route only, I would guess. Great for running, I guess, if a bit hilly. So Finsbury Park is crammed full of activities, apart from the baseball and softball we just saw. Apparently it's got an arboretum, a formal garden, tennis, skate park, all sorts of activities you can do here. And of course it's well known for the concerts it has in the summer. And there's one band I really wish I'd seen when they played here, but I never did. I don't know how I managed to miss it. I was living in London at the time. June 2010, Rage Against the Machine. Damn it, I never got round to seeing them either. Too late now. I should go in the middle, really. Let's do that. Let's get in the centre and have a look. Oh, nets up here, what's this? Oh my God, American football now. It's not just American football, it's the athletics track. And that guy seems to be throwing a hammer. Not a sledgehammer or a claw hammer, a throwing hammer, you know, a proper hammer. Here we go, here's the skate park. Normally I'd have a little razz round on that, but with my dodgy wrist, not at the moment. He knows what he's doing, I'll leave it to him. Right, let's go and check out a bit more Finsbury Park. Here we go. Oh, I can jump straight onto the lights here, this is handy. Yep. And kind of through them. This is the sort of chaotic hub of the centre of Finsbury Park, really. It's a bit hectic around here. It's not as bad as I thought, it's a lot worse at rush hour. So across the way here we've got the bus station, as you can see, obviously. Buses everywhere. And this is the main Finsbury Park interchange. So above us, you can come in on overground lines from North London, South London, wherever. You can come straight off, go down under and change for underground and go wherever you want to go within London. And that way it takes you to Tufnell Park and Camden and places like that. Yeah, it's pretty hectic here. I don't know why, I feel very rushed. And there's a whole bunch of new buildings going on here. But this is your sort of main centre, if you like. You know, weirdly, it's nowhere near as busy as I was expecting it to be. I think the only other times I've seen it is when I've come through commuting to work, going that way, under the tunnels here, and it is absolutely hectic first thing in the morning, obviously. It feels almost calm by comparison. It's kind of strange. And there's the big bridge welcoming you to Finsbury Park as you come in. As welcoming as Finsbury Park can be. It's probably going to be a very noisy video, this one. Lots of extra noise going on. So just here on our right-hand side, if you can see, is one of the ways into the tube station and also into the famous, next door to it, Finsbury Park Mosque, which appeared in the news a few times on and off over the years, but you know, what's this called? Seven Sisters Road, there we go. It's a one-way street, so we're going to have to do a round here. I'll go around this way and at some point I'll come back the other way, but not just yet. Let's take this cycle in. Quick side story you probably don't need to know. From one of these side streets, either this one or the next one, I nearly bought a Jeep off a guy. I think I missed it by like half a day. Half a day? I sound like a German. Anyway, I got a better one after that. You know that when I see a sign like this, I'm going in. I'm going in. This is what I thought I was finding. A bit of alley work. Should have gone the other way. Here we have a typical Finsbury Park housing estate. Football pitch, it's not basketball. And straight through an estate, in and out, nothing too exciting there. So what has Finsbury Park got to offer? Truth is, I don't really know. Besides the park, a main interchange, it's a big residential area. But there is one other thing in the area that's worth a look. Trouble is, I gotta find it. Making it up, making it up. Here we go, down this way. I tell you what, coming out on a day like this can make almost anywhere look nice, can't it? Ciao, little guy. The sun shining, reflecting on these houses, making everything look nice. You can take the scuzz out of anything. Right down here. Right, it's time for a left. I'm making a lot of sense today, aren't I? He's a good boy. The little place we were looking for. Well, this might be it. There you go. Any football fans out there? They couldn't say Arsenal any bigger than this, could it? Gunners, Arsenal. This here is quite clearly the Emirates Stadium. You have an Arsenal mad kid and the shop and the stadium itself. So, this has been the home of Arsenal Football Club in its current state since 2006. And the stadium, I believe, holds a capacity of something like 60,000 or maybe nearly 61,000. So that makes it one of the biggest stadiums, of course, in the UK. I reckon we can go up the stairs and have a quick look. I didn't quite realise how much of a popular spot it would be with people on non-match days just coming to visit, but yeah, it seems more popular than the other one I went to up the road. But then again, it is a Saturday. Let's go check out what's going on up here, because this looks great. Reminds me of Wembley. It's built in that way where you can actually, on a day like this, you can just go all around the stadium and have a look. There's some serious superfans here. This is very cool. Look at this. Fans and their kids. It's actually got quite a nice atmosphere. And just last year, we were in Namibia on holiday, and we were right north of Windhoek, in the middle of nowhere. And all of a sudden, we looked to the left, and there's the Arsenal symbol like that, painted just like that. Not as big as that. Probably, I don't know, 2 meters high, 1.5 meters high, something like that. So we pulled over and had a look, and we were chatting to the woman, and we said, "What's with the Arsenal flag?" And she said, "Oh, my husband is obsessed with Arsenal." So we stuck around, we took some pictures, we had a chat with her. I'll see if I can find that picture actually and put it up, because it's really good. But it just goes to show that wherever you are in the world, you're going to come across football fans. Even some Arsenal fans. Look at that. One day, he might be on that pitch. He might be a star one day. Should have got his name, perhaps. I think I might actually know somebody who's an Arsenal fan. Hey, Mr. Hicks. Look, they do stadium tours within the Armoury store. I love all this. That's a great shot. Let's take a photo of that. This sunlight. Wow. This totally reminds me of Blade Runner. Who remembers Blade Runner? This is Blade Runner to me all over. Oh wow, it's got a clock tower, a big church. Presented to the Islington Vestry by Alfred Hutchinson in celebration of the 60th anniversary of the reign of Her Most Gracious Majesty Queen Victoria, 1897. Don't know why I laughed then. Most gracious. Maybe think of North Korea. It wasn't like that. It wasn't like North Korea. I don't think. This is nice. It's a bit still like summer here today. I would guess this is the park of Drayton Park, perhaps. What do you think? Oh wow. You've got to go in here. Look at this. It's like summer. Come on. I feel like joining them. I think I will. You all might not realise this, but this is a big day for me today. This is the first time riding back on the bike, doing an explore without my wrist splint on. So it's kind of a celebratory day. It's a great day to be out and I'm really glad to be back on it. But I'm glad to say, I feel like I'm almost there now. Good news, back to it. If I'm perfectly honest, this is probably one of my most favourite things to do in the world. Just laying in the sun on this stuff. It's just nothing like it. Right, back to the Scuzz. So Holloway Road is a major road that runs from Islington, Angel, right up through to Archway, North London, and beyond. But right now, I'm just going to draft a little. Where was I? What do I do? Whoop. Right, Holloway Road tube station on my left. It's a busy old road, Holloway Road. You've got to watch your ass, so I'm going to make this quick. Just up ahead here, there's a pub I want to tell you about, but I got to get there first. My city's always so noisy. Right, this pub is called Big Red. Might not look like much, kind of insignificant, and the high street here and all these buildings doesn't kind of fit. But inside there is a very cool, sort of American-style rock bar, and it really is very cool. Good old Big Red. Must come here again actually one day. It's been a while. You do a great nachos and cheese. It's like that, piled up high. Any famous names from Finsbury Park? A few. Don McCullum, famous photojournalist. Jeremy Corbyn, politician. Apparently he's from this area somewhere. John Lydon of the Sex Pistols. What is that? Who else have we got? Finsbury Park native. I'll tell you who. Nick Frost. Friend of Simon Pegg. Character and actor from Spaced. You know, meet Mike with his eagle eyes. Not exactly brimming with them, but I'm sure there's quite a lot more. Right, where have I got myself? Cobble Street, look. Looks like an old street. Old Victorian street with... I don't think they had tyres in Victorian days. This is... If you're going to live in Finsbury Park or thereabouts, this is the place to live. In fact, you'd be in Stroud Green if you did that. If you're going to live in Finsbury Park, don't. Come to Stroud Green or Drayton Park. That's my advice. Let's just hang a left for the hell of it. Doesn't make me sit up and get all excited, but you know, it's not a bad place to be. We are still in Finsbury Park. I know exactly where we are, because this was my route home all the time, once upon a time, flying along there and up that way, which is probably what we're going to do now. No, I know what we can do. There's one more area we can explore on the way out. Right, back out onto the main drag of Finsbury Park. We came out of the park, which is up here on our left, and up here, oi, it's all going on. Up the hill towards the next place, Manor House. Finsbury Park, all on our left-hand side here. Look at this avenue of trees. This was obviously Hornsey Wood at one point, for sure. Wow, some serious gym work going on here. What the hell is this? Like some sort of Muscle Beach thing. Look at that. Jesus. It's a flex fest. This is a total flex fest. I've never seen anything like it. Amazing. It could be LA. How about that? There's one for you, Hugh, to come and check out. Come down the Flex Fest, show them how it's done. And on that note, from the gates of Finsbury Park and from Finsbury Park itself, I will see you next time somewhere out there in the scuzziness of ScuzzyLondon.